I'm Jason Blumer from Greenville, South Carolina, and I've been in the public profession of accounting for 20 years and lead my own firm for about 15 years. So my partner and I teach a lot about strategic planning, and it's something we do inherently in our firm just to make sure we can get everything done. And strategic planning and execution of that planning is key if you actually want to grow your firm. So when my partner teach strategic calendar work blocking, we teach that the calendar is the way that you maintain growth in any company. Actually, a calendar is the strategic tool you use to balance working in and on the business. And to be purposeful, since time is static, you have to be very specific about using a calendar in very strategic ways so that you can ensure that growth is always happening. It is important that a firm owner maintain control of their calendar. And accounting firm owners, and really any business owner, they're notorious for letting clients and team control their calendar and taking over and deciding what that firm owner does. But if you want to make sure growth is intentional and that it happens, you have to maintain control over your calendar. What we do is we lay out our calendar for a whole year in advance. We do this in a retreat type setting at the end of each year. And what that does is it strategically lets us plan our whole year and what we are choosing to do, and strategically what we're choosing not to do, which is a key to growth, is choosing what you will not do. That is the most strategic way to make sure growth happens intentionally. The way we start is we always put a strategy and planning calendar block on our calendar every single week, and we want to work up to a full day. But if you're starting out with strategic calendar work blocking, you can start with 2 hours or 4 hours every single week at some type of rhythm. Rhythms in a business are what create healthy growth for a firm. So you want to start with 9 to 11 on Friday and do it every single Friday. And what happens is your strategic activities start to become habitual. And these rhythms are what start to churn growth and take visions and move them into the execution of the growth of a firm. And that means we're trying to increase the number of clients we have. And then of course the team number is going to have to increase too as we're increasing the size of our clients as well. It takes planning, it takes work to do. So growth is never accidental, it's always very intentional. And you need a place to perform growth, and you do that in these strategic calendar work blocks. One specific way that we applied growth in these strategy and planning growth calendar containers, we call them, is we were trying to figure out all the leads coming into our firm, which team member would we give them to? So we were struggling through the capacity of our team. And as we were doing client addition strategy, adding clients to our firm, we learned actually we needed to create capacity for our team. And that's just one strategy you could do in this strategy and planning calendar block on your calendar. But if that kind of growth strategy is not what you're looking for, there's a lot of things you can do that grow your company. And these are planning activities. It's actually planning how to roll out a CRM to your whole firm, or adding a new piece of software to your tech stack and the messaging you've got to make to your clients. So there's many different things you can do in these strategy and planning calendar blocks that are going to eventually grow your firm over time. Just one takeaway, if there's one thing you want to start with, if you can put 2 hours on your calendar every week in a rhythm, and a rhythm means the same time every day, every week, it's going to start changing the way growth happens in your firm. And if possible, do it away from the office or away from your home, and growth is going to start happening. That's one small move you can make towards the strategic growth that your firm requires. If you have any questions, find me on social media at LinkedIn, Jason M. Blumer, just look me up, or find me on Twitter at the handle Jason M. Blumer.